What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Big Guns. We out here! Oh, breathe it in. Yes! Oh my gosh, it's another garden tour. I haven't done one in a long time. I'm back, baby. This feels so good. There's so much to show you. I'm not going to waste any time. Boom! The tomatoes have started setting fruits, and they are blushing at this point. We have several different varieties going to blush, although the first ones are the Romas and the early treat hybrids. But we have a very solid amount of tomatoes, and that's a really nice thing to have going. Pretty much all the tomatoes are very healthy. Minus one over here. This German Queen that we bought from Home Depot puked out on us big time. So that is what it is. We have other big tomatoes that we can use, and our gold pears are really starting to look nice. No shortage of tomatoes in the garden right now, and that's how we like it. So I'm gonna pick some of these things. The rest of those we can give a day yet. We have tomatillos that are filling out 100%. And that's awesome. We love these things for tomatoes. Here's a good one. And these aren't huge tomatillos. They get splitting on the bottom like this. And then they're done. They're sticky on the inside of that little husk. But it comes out looking like a little green tomato. And oh man, it's time for salsa. Yeah. So I got to go through and really actually manage all the tomatillos. Those 4 plants have all done extremely well this year. They're still going. They're still producing flowers. We're gonna have endless green salsa this year. A-okay by me. Everything is out of the cold weather bed that was in it originally, except for the Swiss chard. That still just keeps producing the most tasty, big, healthy foliage to eat that I could ever imagine. I can't say enough good stuff about them. And our kale was obviously like I said, it just takes 2 or 3 plants of those and you just have a biomass crop for the whole summer. They don't ever stop. So we still got those cold weather crops going and they're doing great, but then all the stuff that was in the front there, the carrots, lettuces, all got taken out, and now in their place, as you can see, I have planted beans. The beans are doing well. They were directly seeded in, and they're enjoying the sun and they're enjoying their spot. These are all wax beans, Cherokee wax beans. They'll be bushy. We kind of got a mixed bag in here. We have a new little squash that we planted right there. But then the potatoes are all back there. But here's the thing. When we took out what was in front here in this bed, there were some potato plants that were getting like stymied by the amount of sun they could get up in the front here. And they really started coming on, as you can see, after the fact. And so we got some potatoes that are dying back already, back here, back in here. These guys up in the front here are definitely still producing flowers, and that means that they're you know, they're still putting on tubers basically underneath the ground. So they need a minute yet. I mean, those were always going to be September crops. This is definitely the bed where we're going to come in and plant like later season lettuces and spinaches and things. But it's been going really well. They just get big and fall over. That's what they do. We anticipate it and have absolutely nothing but positive things to say about the potatoes. Can't wait till it's Christmas. And what I mean by that is it's like Christmas, opening a Christmas present when you dig out potatoes, because you just are going to be surprised by what you find every time. It's awesome. The early prolific squashes, which is the type that we got, are exactly that. I have an amazing recipe for these things that I can't wait to show you. We get a decent cucumber about every other day. These are the long ones. Very nice. This one here is zucchini. And you can see that there's female flowers coming. This plant is now split. So we're getting zucchinis from two different vines now. They haven't come very fast yet, but it's starting to happen. It'll be fine. It'll be fine really soon. We really enjoy the zucchinis. We're going to do a zucchini boat episode here pretty soon. Taco zucchini boats. And one of the main things that are going to be on those zucchini boats is some of our fresh peppers. Let's go see how they're doing. Just flowers everywhere on some of them. Little baby chilies in there. But you can... There they are. And we got peppers that are ready to harvest. And we got jalapenos coming. Whole bunch of jalapenos coming. There's our Fresnos. This one's pretty dry right now, so we're gonna water the peppers again today. But our Fresno, all these peppers like it a little dry once in a while. It's okay to let them go a day or two where they're kind of dried out. But all the way down the line, just endless. Look at all the jalapenos. Yeehaw. Unbelievable. I can already tell that some of these are not labeled correctly. These are obviously Anaheims. Yep. Those aren't Serranos. So I mixed them up when I was planting or transplanting. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Some dry pepper plants. Some perfectly healthy pepper plants. Look at all the habaneros coming. Look at the size of these habaneros coming. Unbelievable. And here's the transplants that we did on Beefy's big pepper pot experiment. And they're just really starting to crank now, so they're just looking great. The garden's really coming along. It's very, very good right now. We are at the time of the year where when you come outside, basically every single plant out here needs your attention in some way. We're getting beans all the time now. Here's what the Kentucky Wonder beans look like. But these are done. That's as big as I want them to get. They get a string in them. They don't need any more than that. But those are some very tasty beans for all different kinds of things that you want to do with them. Pickled cucumbers are really starting to come on. Get it out of there. National pickle. Cucumbering pickles. Love them. Can't get enough. I just inappropriately watered the squash bed out here, but I did that for a reason. Because I want to show all the squashes coming in. Butternuts, acorn, and we got a little spaghetti squash coming in finally. I didn't know if this plant was gonna make it. Here it is. Spaghetti squash, and this thing is trellising hard now. And that's how we wanted it. We wanted this thing to be all in the fence. Last thing I'm going to do for this video is get rid of some of these tomatillos that I can see are filled out. Five just like that. I can feel weight in almost every single one of these things now. Could you believe it? This stuff just needs a little bit of attention and water. And then you got a produce section in your backyard. So, awesome trip through the garden. It's really banging. We got a lot of stuff to work on. So there's going to be more garden content upcoming, but this is what it's all about. We work at this stuff so we know where our food comes from. We work at this stuff so we know there's not pesticides on our food. And while, you know, I'm out here sweating for a half hour this morning, filming all this stuff and watering, I see the value in it. The man comes out here, spends a little time outside, and puts together buckets like this. Just a monstrous pull this morning. So, I got stuff to work on with processing vegetables inside, but this is your man, Beefy Big Guns. We out here.